As dawn broke over London, a soft mist hovered above the River Thames, cloaking the world in a dreamlike haze. Thomas, a fisherman of the river's depths, stood alone on the weathered stones beneath Tower Bridge, his aged hands gripping a familiar rod. The creaking of the bridge echoed above him, a reminder of the city's heartbeat, while the gentle lapping of the water soothed his weary soul. Each dawn was a promise, a quiet invitation to cast his line into the murky depths that held secrets untold. Today, however, felt different. The river sang a peculiar tune, whispering stories from its past. Thomas closed his eyes, letting the atmosphere envelop him, the sounds of the bustling city mingling with the tranquil waters, each ripple a memory, each breeze a sigh from long-forgotten hearts. Lost in thought, he prepared his line, feeling an inexplicable sense of anticipation simmer beneath his surface, as if the depths were calling him to uncover what lay hidden below. Thomas leaned against the wooden railing overlooking the River Thames, feeling the weight of history seep into his bones. As he gazed into the swirling waters beneath Tower Bridge, memories of the city's past danced in his mind, a tapestry of lives intertwined, with hopes and dreams drifting like leaves on the current. He thought of the generations that had walked these banks, their laughter mingling with sorrow, their stories forever etched in the soft murmur of the river. With every cast of his line, he felt a connection to those lost souls, the whispers of their long-forgotten tales intertwining with the gentle lapping of the water. The Thames was more than a river. It was a silent witness to love, despair, and resilience. In its depths lay secrets waiting to be uncovered, and Thomas, a humble fisherman, yearned to listen, to learn from the echoes of the past, believing that they held the keys to understanding his own solitary existence. The storm rolled in like a dark wave, its thunder reverberating through the very stones of Tower Bridge. As Thomas cast his line into the increasingly choppy waters of the Thames, the sky opened up, drenching him with rain. He took solace in the rhythmic sound of water slapping against the bank, a familiar comfort amidst the tempest. Casting a wary glance at the swirling currents, he suddenly noticed something glimmering through the murk, a small glass bottle bobbing chaotically. Curiosity piqued, Thomas took the risk, reeling it in against the pull of the storm. Wind whipped around him, fiercely tugging at his coat, but he grasped the bottle tightly. Its glass shone softly amidst the chaos, almost as if it were whispering secrets of old. Sitting on an old stone step, he uncorked the bottle, feeling the tension of the moment, his heart racing with anticipation for the mystery hidden within. As Thomas carefully uncorked the glass bottle, a sense of reverence washed over him. The fragile note, worn and curled at the edges, carried the unmistakable scent of nostalgia. He unfolded it gently, revealing delicate handwriting that danced across the page like the ripples on the Thames. It told the story of Mary and William, two young lovers separated by the ravages of World War II. Each word was imbued with longing, their hopes and dreams captured in ink, a yearning for a future that fate would ultimately deny them. As Thomas read aloud, the gentle symphony of the river seemed to listen, the water bearing witness to their devotion. Memories of his own past flickered in his mind, the faces of long-lost loves melding with those of Mary and William. He felt their pain and joy intertwining with his, a reminder that love, even when unfulfilled, leaves an indelible mark on the heart. As days turned into weeks, Thomas found himself more in tune with the river's rhythm, each cast of his line drawing him closer to its secrets. One morning, the sun filtered through the clouds, casting a shimmering light on the water's surface. He pulled up another glass bottle, its contents beckoning to be explored. Inside, a folded note whispered of an affair between two star-crossed lovers, an artist and a soldier, who exchanged fervent letters until duty pulled them apart. Each word on the page resonated with Thomas, evoking memories of unfulfilled dreams and distant pasts. He read the words aloud, the soft cadence of his voice mingling with the gentle flow of the river, bringing the lovers' emotions to life. Each note was more than a story. It was a lifeline to a time when love endured separation, igniting a determination within Thomas to seek out more hidden treasures, more echoes of passion lost to history. As Thomas settled back into his routine, the sounds of London enveloped him like a familiar blanket. The rhythmic thunder of trains clattered on the nearby tracks, harmonizing with the distant laughter of children playing along the riverbank. He closed his eyes for a moment, letting the echoes of life swirl around him. Yet, amidst the cacophony, there was a silence deep within. To him, the river was a repository of sorrowful tales, bound by the flow of time. Morning after morning, he cast his line, each splash a quiet attempt to connect with the currents of the past. The lapping of the Thames seemed to whisper secrets, urging him to listen more closely. As he reflected on the notes that had unfolded before him, Thomas understood that the river was more than a mere fishing spot. It was a timeless storyteller, weaving in and out of lives like threads in a grand tapestry. Each message he had found was an invitation to explore the invisible threads connecting him to others, stretching across years and experiences. The morning sun cast a golden glow over the River Thames, a soft warmth piercing the cool air. Thomas sat on the edge of the dock, lost in his thoughts, when a rustling sound drew his attention. He turned to see a young woman perched on a nearby rock, sketching intently. Her brow furrowed as she captured the intricate details of Tower Bridge, her fingers dancing across the page. Intrigued, he cleared his throat, breaking the calm solitude that enveloped them. "Beautiful work," he remarked, drawing her gaze. Clara looked up, her eyes sparkling with a mix of surprise and delight. They struck up a conversation, the easy exchange of words weaving an unexpected bond. As she shared her passion for art and history, Thomas felt an unfamiliar warmth in his chest. Perhaps, he thought, the river had more in store for him than solitary mornings spent fishing. Together, they could discover the stories hiding beneath its shimmering surface. As days turned into weeks, the bond between Thomas and Clara deepened like the currents of the Thames. Their conversations flowed naturally, each word a brushstroke on the canvas of their friendship. Sitting side by side on the riverbank, the two would share stories of their lives, punctuated by laughter and moments of comfortable silence. Clara, with her vibrant sketches sprawled around them, brought color to Thomas's monochromatic world, her youthful spirit igniting a flicker of hope within him. In turn, Thomas opened up about the notes he had discovered, the letters weaving a tapestry of love and loss that resonated deeply with Clara. They imagined the lives of the authors, conjuring images of passionate embraces and tearful goodbyes. The past whispered through the water, weaving their stories with a sense of urgency. With each shared dream, they became not just friends, but co-creators in a mission to honor the voices that time had tried to silence. As the days turned into weeks, the stories swirling within the River Thames began to weave their influence into the lives of Thomas and Clara. Each note they unearthed echoed with the laughter and sorrow of love lost, igniting a warmth that dispelled the chill of solitude they both knew too well. One afternoon, while seated on the riverbank, surrounded by sketches and notes, Clara shared her dreams of becoming a renowned artist who captures the intricate tapestry of life. Thomas, in turn, recounted his own youthful aspirations of adventure before life's responsibilities anchored him. Their laughter mingled with the gentle sounds of water, each ripple a reminder of the past. It was in this shared space of passion and dreams that they found joy, spurring each other to explore a deeper connection to their own lives. The river, with its ancient whispers, became a bridge not only to the past, but also to a future filled with hope and collaboration. As dawn broke, casting a warm glow over the River Thames, Thomas and Clara sat side by side on a weathered bench overlooking the water. The delicate ripples danced in response to the gentle breeze, mirroring the excitement in their hearts. Inspired by the stories they had unearthed, they shared ideas for an art installation that would honor the voices of the past. Clara's eyes sparkled as she spoke of intertwining the notes within strands of light, creating a visible testament to love and longing. Thomas envisioned adding elements that represented the river itself, smooth stones, driftwood, and perhaps a few more of the glass bottles they had discovered. Together, they marked the concept on a forgotten piece of paper, each scribble igniting their passion and determination. The project became a bridge between them, weaving their lives into the tapestry of those forgotten stories, nurturing a shared purpose that promised to resonate with all who encountered it. As the sun dipped low on the horizon, casting a warm glow over the Thames, Thomas and Clara found themselves wandering along the river banks, collecting stories as if they were precious stones. With each bottle they unearthed, their connection to the past deepened, binding them tighter in a shared mission. Today, they met an elderly man who, with a tremor in his voice, recounted his days as a sailor during the war, his eyes reflecting the sorrow of lost comrades. He spoke of love letters exchanged across tumultuous seas, love that endured long after goodbyes. Inspired, Thomas and Clara knelt by the water's edge, scribbling down the man's tale, eager to preserve it for posterity. The river, they realized, was not just a place of fishing, it was a living archive of human experience. With renewed purpose, they set off, hand in hand, driven by the spirit of those whose stories had yet to be told. As the days melted into weeks, Thomas and Clara found themselves entwined in a whirlwind of creativity, fueled by the stories they had gathered. Sitting on the riverbank with notes strewn around them, they sketched out ideas for the installation, each piece a testament to love lost, dreams unfulfilled, and connections that transcended time. They envisioned a tapestry of words and images, crafted with the delicate beauty of the river's whispers. However, the creative process wasn't without its challenges. Clara struggled to balance her artistic vision with Thomas's desire for authenticity. Their clashes were often laden with unspoken fears about how their personal experiences were reflected in the stories of the past. But through each debate, they forged a deeper bond, learning to embrace their differences. As they combined colors and textures, the installation began to take shape, mirroring the very heartbeats of the lives they sought to honor under the looming shadow of Tower Bridge. As the sun began its descent, casting a warm golden light upon the River Thames, an air of anticipation enveloped the riverbank near Tower Bridge. Thomas and Clara stood side by side, eyes glimmering with a mixture of pride and nervousness. The installation, a tapestry of messages preserved in glass bottles, danced gently in the evening breeze, each one reflecting fragments of heartache, love, and resilience. Onlookers gathered, drawn by the serene beauty of the installation, murmurs of curiosity blending with the soft rustle of the river. As Clara explained the stories behind each bottle, she caught the appreciative glances of those passing by, their faces alight with recognition of universal emotions. A silent connection formed among strangers, each person inspired to remember their own lost loves and dreams. With the final hues of sunset fading, Thomas felt a sense of completion. The river had whispered its secrets to him, and now those voices rose above the water, echoing the stories that would linger long after the sun dipped below the horizon.